building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go, Jack.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first pass is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Sanders will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down, Tua. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Tua going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Withers, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Watson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, Watson. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a...
And this is caught! Touchdown, Washington. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. McManus's point after is good, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Cook. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Left side, Cook. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Here's Tua. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his man, Fulton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Slot man moves right. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Come on, set.
Two and now on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gutton, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, Watson. Forced out to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to have the first down and then some. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll run with Sanders, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Miles Sanders, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders just continue to roll. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Commanders take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Finding room at midfield. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua completes it to Davis. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. An option handoff given to Sanders. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On second down, it's Cook again. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Again, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, no steal.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, go through.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Cook running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Check, man. Ready?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
And Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal.
This from 32 yards away. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the early struggles continue as they'll sink.